Hi there. Hope you are doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you three different type of the outreach, cold email, personalized outreach, which I have set through an automation. So every outreach process is very unique and it involves very minimum time investment to do outreach. So let me just share my screen and get started with the process. All right. So here is like clay.com. So clay.com is one of the one of the tool where you can just simplify the outreach process, like a personalized outreach process. So let me just show you some basic things. There are multiple ways to import the leads in this clay platform. If you have leads downloaded from any third party tool like Apollo or any of the tool, you can simply import that leads directly from this option, import CSV. And if you don't have leads and if you want to target any specific companies or people from specific industry, then you can just utilize these two options here. So let's go with the find people here. If we can just click on people here, it will show like these filters. So for example, company attribute is 2 to 10 employees, 11 to 50, 51 to 200. Include industry, let's say information technology and service, so let's keep that. Job title is, let's keep owner, partner, C-suite. All right, so job functions is again IT. If you are targeting their IT peoples, so you can specifically select that here. Include job title. So I think you can include some of the job title like head of IT, direct marketing manager, or like whatever. So once you select it, you can select location as well. So let's select United States and Australia, and let's keep Canada as well. Okay, then there are a lot of options here. You can just utilize that options. So here I recommend to keep one people from the companies. It is just because whenever you are searching the leads of 500 employees agency, it will show you multiple results. So later on the stage when you are outreaching, it might be difficult for you to manage that data. It is just because you cannot outreach 10 peoples in the same agency. So let's keep one per agency. And how many results? So here you can export 25,000 records at one go. And if you just want to taste something, so let's just keep 25 here and preview people. Yeah, here is the details. So let's keep this aside and let me just import into new table. All right. So we just don't need to, find all these details at this moment. I'll later explain you like how you can utilize these things. So continue for free. All right. And here are the details. Here you can see name of the people, full name, job title, company name, location, and company domain. May also their LinkedIn profile. So now the major issue is that there isn't any email associated with these specific profiles. So you can simply add enrichment, add email. Like if you are targeting personal emails, you can select, these are basically automated enrichments. You just need to search that and you just need to implement that. So let me just find company emails, person emails, person work email. All right. So here it is. So basically this is a waterfall method. So these are the tools, what it is doing background. Let me just complete this first and then I can just show you. All right. So here we just need to map data from these fields. So it will take full name from full name. So let's search for full name here, company domain, company name, and LinkedIn profile. So you just need to map these things. And once you map this, you can just simply click save and don't run. All right. So now you can see here waterfall, and when you just click it here, it will show like this. So remember that initially Clay provide the free accounts for the 14-day trials. Clay is providing almost like 2,000 or 3,000 credits. I purchase premium, and so that I do have like higher credits at this moment. But yeah, you can initially you can start with the free account 14-day trial, and you can use this free credits. So now I just want to search email IDs. So what I can do is, like, I have already implemented that enrichment. So I simply just click. See, if you want to just run one, two rows, you can simply, select that rows and run. So it will take a moment to search and results. It will give you this for the email ID. So you can see this email IDs of all right. So you can see that we almost get like 7 emails among 10 leads. So how waterfall works is that, once you implement this process, like, these are the multiple tools. So it will request in this first tool initially. If it finds the email ID, it won't run the next one. But if it won't find email ID in this tool, then it will go to the next tool, like lead magic. Then similarly it will find in multiple tools, and it will show you that results. But make sure that whenever you run this, it will deduct some of the credits from your credit balance. So whenever you do any of these enrichments, you can see here, like, enrich person will take 1 credit, person current company, this is a waterfall. Basically this will take approximately 8 credits. Scrap website will take one credit per row. So you can just get an idea like how much credit it will require to run this specific enrichment. All right, so let's move to the first. So what basically I'm doing here is that I just imported some of the data from NGO, and I just find their email IDs. I still haven't make this campaign live, so I didn't run every row at this moment. But yeah, I ran first row just to show you like how it works. So what I have done is that this is the preset of the data. Then I just add enrich company, which is again I done through the enrichment. So in the enrich company, I find this many results like a logo URL, founded year, website, domain, and a lot of information, descriptions, and everything. I'm not utilizing any of that data, but yeah, I am just utilizing logo URL. So I just extract that here. So it is very much simple. So once you find that result, you can of the company, then I just simply need to click run column here, and it will, bring out every data from that company and share logo URLs here. Then I have captured the screenshot of that website. So again, this is enrichment, which you can simply add to get screenshot. Yeah, here. So it will take 2 credits for 1 row, and it will capture the screenshots, and here is the screenshot URL. So after that, like, I just identified the branding colors. If you can see here result, they mentioned the branding colors, that these are the codes which website is utilizing. Then again I scrap the website, and in the scrapping, like, I find this type of the data. So after getting these details, I'm creating, idea for the MVP to approach the customer. So for that, like, I just add a chat GPT prompt here, that, I run a web development agency. I would like to create an MVP custom website module, custom web app, micro software, or similar project for this company in order to help sell them on our services. However, I've never spoken to them. I'm not sure what I should build. So based on this prompt, they'll provide me 3 best MVP ideas. So here I just get this result. So if you can see, this is the MVP ideas which they shared with me. So once they share this MVP idea, what I have done is that I have created MVP, I have created prompt to utilize that MVP idea and creating that system automatically through the UI. So again, I have utilized that prompt here to create MVP idea into the realistic system. So these are the prompt where I have utilizing logo description, response, descriptions, enrich company, scrap website. So all the real details from their website, from their business. They are itself utilizing logo. They are itself utilizing website details, company details. Based on that, they just provide me these details, like this prompt, and I use this prompt in this system called Lovable. So let me just show you what I have done in this platform. All right. So if you can scroll it down, it will show you, this basically this MVPs which I have created for some customers. So if you can open these MVPs, like these guys create an amazing MVPs. So let me just show you what I have done. So you can understand that how I get to know the MVP idea, and how I'm getting that prompt, and how I am feeding that prompt into the Lovable to create that specific URL. So at this moment, creating MVP directly in the Lovable using clay.com, it is under process. It is just because Lovable doesn't provide an API, but they are currently working with the creating API. Once they create that API, we will push this data directly to the Lovable, and it will create the system, and it will share back us the URL which directly we get from the Lovable, and then we can just automate that process to outreach customer. So let's just see how it works at this moment. Okay, so I am just pasting that URL manually here at this moment, but down the line I'll automate this process as well. So basically they are providing okay, just a moment. Yeah. So this is one of the, community dashboard I have designed for a NGO. When you hit publish here, it will provide this URL. I do have premium account for this. So I just associate my domain here. So like the end customer who is receiving the email won't feel that we created this specific web application using the AI. So I just, share this URL with the customers in the email. So you can see this system here as well. Like this works amazingly. If you can see, every page is it is creating with very precise manner, as well as they utilize their branding colors, they utilize their logo and everything. So yeah, once we get that URL, I have added that directly to the instantly. I have added that specific data directly to that instantly, and I have created the personalized line so that it will automatically fetch in the instantly. Let me just quickly show you how it works. All right, so here is the campaign. So here is the leads. If you can see, I just pushed a first lead, Janet. Here you can see the first lead. Yeah, Janet. Okay. So what data we are fetching from the clay.com is like MVP URL, first name, last name, along with that subject line. I have created subject line dynamically as well, and a personalized intro. So if you can see here, sorry, this one, if you can here is another prompt for the subject line. So it creates a dynamic subject line for every customer, so it can help you getting high open rates. It is just because whenever you are sending any of the cold email campaigns, like if you are having same subject lines, somehow after sending 1,000 emails or like 500 emails, your email servers will identify you as a spammer. So it is very much crucial to use attractive subject lines and various subject lines. All right, so let's go back to this campaign. All right, so let's see how it looks to the customer. So here is the sequence. So what I have done is like, hi, first name is a dynamic element, personalized intro is a dynamic element, and you can explore here. MVP URL is again a dynamic element, and again account signature is dynamic element. So how it looks. So whenever I just click here, that, hey Janet, we recently crafted a membership management MVP for the Daytona Regional Chamber of Commerce. This platform streamlines member engagement and simplifies administrative tasks and blah blah blah. So this is basically a introduction slug which we are generating dynamically. You can explore it here. This is basically another dynamic element, and the rest of these things we just kept it statically, and below is my signature. So if you can see like how easy this process is to send a personalized outreach. You can even see this like subject line, Janet, we have designed a member engagement dashboard for Daytona, like how it looks when just think like a customer. Like if I am going to reach out to you and I'm telling that, hey Mike, we have developed one MVP for your agency, for your agency name. Like how it actually brings my attention that I am just going to open this email. Yeah. All right. So this is the first method. Let's shift to the another one. All right. So here you can see my another campaign, which is for a small agency who are having less than 10 employees. So again, I have done the same process. Like I find that these details from, like uh, this specific clay platform. I enrich that details. I find personal websites, URLs, enrich persons. And what I have done in this specific like automation is that I wrote entire email dynamically from this automation. So first, with these details, I just add enrichment of the person. So when you click here, you will find that option of person enrichment. Yeah, here it will take one credit per person enrichment, and in that enrichment you will find these details of that person, like tons of the details you will find actually, like awards in case if they get any awards, like a summary, educations, and a lot of details. So we are utilizing these details later in the sales emails. So what I have done is that again I have just implemented write a sales email enrichment here. So let's say email here, and you will find write a sales email from here. So when we click there, it will show you like few details like setup inputs. So if you can just check here, add a person information like a title, company, or other enrich facts about your prospect. So I just added name, title, and their company name. So you just simply need to like a slash, and you can just find the data from a respective field, and you can input that. Okay, so if you want to set any trigger, that in case if they are hiring, or in case if they are getting the funds, or whatever trigger you want, you can just add that triggers here. You can customly write that I want to approach agencies who recently got funding, like a very simple way. All right. So again, a prospect name. So I just fetch it directly from this company name. I just directly fetch it from this. Yes. So here basically I just mentioned ideal customer profile. Like you can search these details through Chat GPT, like whom you are targeting, who are your ideal customer profiles, what sort of problems you are solving. So you just need to mention some of these things here, like ICP, problem statement, solutions, results. So based on that, like once you do these things, you can just save it and close it. And once you run this, uh, don't save, it is just because we already implemented this. Okay, so once you save this, you simply need to run it. And once you run these details, you will see these emails like hi Nipuna, as a creative director and a founder, you likely want to deliver top client work without extra hires. I help agency with tested branded web builds, designs, and outreach at 20 an hour. Agencies save time and improve profits by trusting me to deliver client ready projects that match their standards. Would it be useful to learn how this works? Isn't this amazing? So the same way, like it is creating custom emails for every of these customers. So I have basically 500 customer added here. So what I have done is that sometimes whenever you find these details, some of the details of the customers are missing, like some of the emails are missing, some of the data are missing. So I kept one data verifications. In that data verification, I simply add like let me just show you how it you can do. So you can just simply click here, you can add column and text. So once text is added, you can simply use AI. So I just mentioned that if email and response have value, then mention yes, else mention cross. Okay, it is just because I don't want to push data to my campaign without having email ID or without having their email, like email response, sales email response. So this is the validations which I have set in here. So you mentioned it in a very simple language, and you can click generate formula. It will automatically create a formula and it will show you the results here. So if you can see 11th row don't have this response, so it skipped automatically. So in this way you can push the precise data to your campaign as well. So let's go to this campaign. So this leads has been automatically pushed in my campaign. Let me just show you this campaign. All right, so here is the campaign. This is a fresh campaign which I just built it today, so I haven't started this campaign yet. But yeah, like today or tomorrow I'll start this campaign, and in my next video I'll show you the results as well. So here you can see the leads, 488 leads. So that means almost 12 leads don't have emails or don't have email content. So it skips automatically. And you can see that this value is updated every 5 minutes. So in case if this outreach works well for you, you just need to keep adding leads under that table, and it will automatically, manage entire process for you. You don't need to do manual work every time, and every table is connected to one another. So if you are running first row, it will automatically run every. Let's see how this sequence goes here. All right, so in this sequence, email is already created by this specific tool. So I don't want to insert any of these things. So what I have done is that I have just created one personalized element here and just push it to the instantly. And here you can see what I have mentioned is that this is the dynamic element. Basically, when you push the leads in instantly, it will automatically create variables, and you just need to insert that variable. So from here, like you can see, I do have these variables in my leads. So I just added personalization here. Okay, and below that, simply I just added. I'm just adding my signature. Now let's see how it looks. So basically subject line is still pending. I'm creating that subject line dynamically, and I'm also going to push that subject line here. But at this moment I haven't created it. So I am implementing it tonight. But yeah, let's see how it looks. So if you can preview this, this is how the email looks. Let's just go back to sequence preview. All right, so this is how this email looks. Hi Benjamin, balance technical projects and scaling challenges. So you may want a faster, consistent delivery support. I provide white label web design and blah blah blah. Like whatever you are getting from that specific email, it is directly pushing to this campaign. And how simple this is once you set up these things. You can imagine like you are outreaching to 500 peoples with different emails and different subject lines. You can imagine what will be the open ratio and what will be the conversion ratio. Let me just show you some of the results from my campaigns. 240 emails, open rate is 58%. Still it is lower. It is just because I expect like at least 80-90% of the open rate. This is a very initial campaign which I ran, so I didn't get that much response. But yeah, reply rate is again amazing, 4.2%. This is like 52 like 522 emails, 75% open rate and 2.1 reply rate. In this 139 emails, 95% of the open rates, and the reply rate is like 2.2%. So imagine that you are reaching out 1,000 customers, and you are getting 2% of the open rate. 2% of the open rate, that is almost 20 conversations, and among that 20 conversations, it is up to you that how many customers you are closing. So yeah, that's the second of the automations, and let's shift to the third one. All right, so this is the third one. So basically, I'm just checking their website speed. I'm just checking some of the factors which we usually, search it through Google page speed or like any of the similar tools. Okay, so here what I have done is like I have fetched mobile speed here. So if you can see, you can simply, add that, like Google page, Google page speed. Yeah, find this data. And once you add this, like, what I have done is, let me just show you. I just created account in Google page speed, which is like Google page speed, this one. And whenever you enter your website here, like 9gravity.com, and analyze it, it will show you results with some of the details. So the same thing I have done through this. So I just input website URL, and output will be like, there are multiple outputs they are sharing, like performance score, SEO score, accessibility score, best practices, FCP, LCP, and a lot of things. So if you want a desktop, then you simply need to select here a desktop, and it will show you, it will give a results from the desktop. So once you implement this, it will show you the mobile performance is like 80, and speed is like 50. So what I have done is like I have just filtered out these results. You can see here. Let me just scroll. Okay, so the other campaign isn't met the terms which I have set in this specific campaign. So it shows like other campaign. Let me just show you how verification works for me. So in this column, what I have mentioned is that performance score is less than 17, then performance campaign, else mention other campaign. It is just because I am targeting these leads for the performance campaign. And in that performance campaign, I am outreaching customer to show them that their website is taking 20 seconds to load, and it is having 40% of the 40% like performance score. So we can help you to improve that. So on that terms, I just want to outreach that customer. So in this case, like you can see the performance campaign here. So basically, let's see, it is having 38 score and 7.9 loading speed. So this qualifies under my criteria. So what it is doing, that again, I just set up personalizations element. Again, I set up one another personalization element like this. Did you notice that your mobile site website URL runs at 7.9 and 38 scores? So these are some of the personalized elements, like I just fetched from this. And in this specific campaign, I also created dynamic subject lines. So for that, like, I ran some of the prompts for the subject line, that you should have to keep this, and output will be simply like this type of the output. So based on that, they created uh, subject lines. And again, once everything is sorted, it will push data to the instantly campaign. Now let's see how this data looks in the campaign, and what are the dynamic elements that we are utilizing in that campaign. Here is the campaign. So let's see what details we are fetching directly from that clay campaign. So if you can see that email ID, contact, company details, personalizations, another personalizations, then website, and then subject line. So let's see how it goes in this campaign. So this is the first email. So in this as well, like I have just tried with multiple emails to check, like, what type of email is working fine. So it is like a A/B testing. So for the first email, I created almost one, two, three, four, five, six different variants, and I just observed that, for the 2000 leads, what is working best for me. So let me just show you preview. So if you can see that, hi Eric, we have been digging into how longevity and wellness clinic, like their company name, handle their online presence, and notice some challenges. Then again, this is the dynamic element we fetch directly through the clay table. Let's see another email. Okay, here if you can see the subject line, as well as the subject line is also coming dynamically. In this email also, the subject line is coming dynamically. All right. So here, if you had an idea, like we do have two different personalized elements which we post through the clay table. So here P2 is another personalized element. You can simply insert that variables, whatever variables you are creating along with that leads, it will be automatically pushed here in this campaigns. So here is like P2. Let me just click it again here. Insert variable P2. All right, let's see this email. All right, so hey Eric, did you notice your mobile site website URL runs at 3.6 seconds with a 65% score? Google said that might mean losing half of your potential patients before they even get to know you. So this is basically a dynamic, content which we are taking from the clay table. So like this, like we can utilize multiple multiple dynamic elements, and we can reach out through these dynamic elements. We can try and test some various elements throughout. All right, I think that's all at this moment. I do have some more automations for my agency. I'm just trying new automations every day. I'm just trying to find out some great result by utilizing multiple automations. If you like to implement these automations, let me know. I'll provide copy of my clay table so that you can directly import that and you can just plug and play with that clay table. If you want me to share some details regarding this clay table, just ping me. I'll be happy to help you with that. And I have also created some videos and uploaded it on YouTube channel where I am just sharing the details, like what specific lead magnet you can provide to the customer through email, where they can just get an amazing value from that and they can encourage to book a call with you. So I do have recorded one video on a separate note where I just keep sharing details on like what type of lead magnet you can create, and how I can help you to implement that lead magnet for your sales campaign. And trust me, it will totally worth to watch that video. It is just because by that lead magnet I closed almost 12 customers for a audit process in a single month. So yeah, that works actually. All right, bye bye, have a nice day.